This is episode 59 of Zen and the Art of Real Estate Investing with my guest, Franco Perez. Franco is the owner and founder of Franco Mobile Homes. He is a YouTuber, manufactured home developer, and he is in the business of breaking stigma and stereotypes around mobile homes. Franco, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Really excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to get into your backstory because you getting into mobile homes comes from a place that started in your childhood, correct?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, well, tell me a little bit about how you got to the journey, and then we'll kind of back into the real estate portion.
Totally. So my family moved here from the Philippines, got here when I was about 10 or so, and had this weird situation where my parents split when I was about 17, 18 years old, and my dad was the main breadwinner. So it was very difficult for my single mom to be able to keep up with finances. It was me, my mom, my younger sister. So I ended up leaving school just to work. And all of our money, even with the two of us, was all going at the end of the month towards rent. And I remember the anxiety and the pain at the end of every single month at how difficult it was to just keep up and live paycheck to paycheck. And I was like, why is it that we're good people? Why is it that this is happening to us and that sort of thing? And later down the line, I became a real estate agent. I did pretty well or average in that space. And then I ended up disliking being a real estate agent because I felt like I was only helping the wealthiest people I knew get the most expensive homes that they could. And it wasn't fulfilling for me. I hated turning away people saying, hey, you don't make enough money or you don't have enough as a down payment. And that hurt me so much. And I wanted to find a way that would help people that were in my shoes back then be able to get out of that rat race and to be able to start their home ownership journey, and stumbled across mobile homes and helped people get out of renting into home ownership that way. And now we're building and converting old mobile homes to new ones. And that's pretty much kind of my story.
Did you feel that though when you were younger, when you're looking around and you're seeing that? Were you thinking from a personal point of view, and when did that transition to looking at mobile homes as real estate opportunity for maybe, like you said, the people who couldn't get into where you were? You're in Northern California, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're also in Southern California too. But yes, I mean, to that question, you know, I also, I came across mobile homes by accident and realization. I also had these stigmas. And if we think about it, we only have a perception about mobile homes and mobile home parks from Hollywood, from the media, from Breaking Bad or Eminem, and that sort of thing. And every time on TV, it portrays it as the lowest of low, of dangerous places for criminals or bad quality homes and bad quality neighborhoods. But that's far from the truth. It's kind of like in apartments where there's apartment buildings that you wouldn't want your kids playing around, but there's also luxury apartments that are beautiful and resort like. And there's the same spectrum with mobile homes. You have, yes, there might be some bad parks out there, but it's not all of the communities out there. There's so many beautiful communities. We have in our area, we have mobile home parks right across the street from the main Google campus. We have it across from the Samsung buildings. We have it next to really nice schools and nice neighborhoods. And, when we're in an expensive area, location is so important. And why is it we don't realize that these are in prime locations? And why is it we're not optimizing these locations to be a place for people to be able to live? And yeah, I had those stigmas myself too, but I think because we don't have a reason to go to these parks and we don't get to witness it, we don't realize how nice this could be and how pretty it could be.
Yeah, I mean, your focus is really to create affordable housing, right? Which is, again, it's a different type of investment. It's an investment that provides a little bit more back than maybe, nothing against people who are buying large scale mobile homes and just doing them as a business. But you have definitely a why that dates back that helps you create more community into this. What's what's the driving force, and how much are you able to do to increase it when we all know that it's like, there's a housing shortage right now? And what are
Yeah.
you doing that's helping to combat that? Because I know you are.
Yeah, so there's a lot to what you said there, and the first part of it, yes, I think what I love is for myself, and I want to express this to others, is that for me, once it's so much more fulfilling sometimes. I feel like in real estate or in entrepreneurship, we're always chasing these dollars and cents. And it's like, oh, I want to make X amount a month just so this and that. But I feel like there's a good amount of people where, you know, the impact element is the best fulfillment and the best compensation for me at least. Like I still teared up today when I helped one family be able to own their first piece of ownership when they felt like ownership was impossible. And I feel like there's a good set of people that if they knew the impact they were creating, they'd be able to do more. That's one element. And then the other is kind of the other part of what you said was what we're doing now is, yes, there's a lot of conversation about this housing shortage and how cost of building homes is getting more and more difficult. And guess what? It's only going to get worse. All of our labor are at the age that they want to retire. We're not getting enough young people that want to work with a hammer and get excited to be a construction worker. So, and also materials are getting more expensive. So what's going to happen then? It's I relay this same thing when it comes to cars. Cars were only built for the rich and wealthy back then, and then it was only until it was built in a factory in an assembly line that we were able to drop the cost of production to allow everyone to own a car. And that same element is what's happening right now in the mobile homes, in the factory buildings, in these manufactured homes. We are building high quality homes through these factories on an assembly line, making it more efficient, more cost effective, and even better for the environment as well. And with all of that, this is how we're going to get to keeping the cost of building more housing at a lower cost, which will then keep it more attainable for middle class people to start their ownership journey. So there's a lot of elements of why there's this huge wealth gap, and it is my objective to try to keep that wealth gap small so that more people can, have that social mobility of being able to get out of that rat race that I was in as well.
Do you think that the tiny home revolution kind of helped adjust with mobile homes as well? Because I mean, if you just talk about shipping containers, that's something where someone would say, "Oh, I mean, why would that? Those are disgusting. I would never live in a shipping container." And now they're building shipping container homes, but very, very similar to the setup of a mobile home, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do. To the first question, yes, I do think that movement can help bring attention to it. And then the second is, I think it's a whole different motion because there's a few things that are concepts and then also like hypothetical theories that don't always actually make sense. Like these tiny homes, it doesn't make sense in metro areas. And these container homes, like how do you get permitted or permission to get a container home in my yard or that sort of thing, which are good. I love the innovation and that sort of thing. But one thing I love about mobile homes and mobile home parks is that it's already an existing model. You can convert these old ones to new ones, and we can do it at scale. It's approved. It's something that's already being done today, and we're able to build, and create more affordable square footage for people. Whereas, and I admire these people that are doing the alternative with like these shipping container homes and that sort of thing, because unfortunately they're doing it, but they aren't able. They're having a lot of government blocking and that sort of thing, and it's tough for them to move forward. But with mobile homes, it's already a practical product. It's been around. These communities and infrastructure is already there. All we have to do is improve what's in these communities to convert it to another one.